Welcome back to Ground Zero. We often discuss how art reflects the times, and few eras demonstrate this more powerfully than the 1930s. It was a period defined by stark contrasts, a world reeling from economic collapse and shadowed by growing international conflict, yet simultaneously captivated by visions of a gleaming future. The public, facing hardship and uncertainty, craved distraction, a momentary reprieve from the Dust Bowl and the headlines. And where did they find it? Increasingly, in the darkened theaters, losing themselves in stories designed to lift spirits, even if just for 90 minutes. Remarkably, amidst the widespread despair, a vibrant tradition of comedy flourished, offering a vital pressure release. Today, we are delving into that very tradition, examining the films that dared to make people laugh when laughter felt almost rebellious. We have carefully considered 20 comedies from that remarkable period, each one a fascinating window into a society yearning for both escape and hope. Let's get to our rankings. Coming in at number 20, we have Animal Crackers.
If I could get it. I don't like Junior crossing the tracks on his way to the reform school. I don't like Junior at all, as a matter of fact.
This film stands as a vibrant satire of high society, a quality setting it apart from contemporaries like Chaplin and Keaton, and represents the last time the Marx Brothers directly adapted a stage performance for the screen.
We took some pictures of the native girls, but they weren't developed.
Groucho Marx, as Captain Spaulding, immediately disarms with his quick wit, ironically touting insurance upon returning from Africa while performing songs like "Hello, I Must Be Going."
I'm sick of these conventional marriages. One woman and one man was good enough for your grandmother, but who wants to marry your grandmother?
Chico Marx brings delightful chaos as Signor Ravelli, playfully bouncing checks, while Harpo marks his silent antics, as the professor provide visual comedy that endures, all within a manner hosted by the ever-patient Margaret Dumont.
Hello? I must be going. I cannot stay. I came to say I must be going. I'm glad I came, but just the same, I must be going.
It's a truly anarchic lampoon of the 1930s ruling class, filled with delightful absurdity.
Real couple. Why, you've got beauty, charm, money. You have that money, haven't you? Because if you haven't, we can quit right now.
Coming up next is A Day at the Races.
He's what we designate as the crummy moronic type.
We examine a film that followed the success of A Night at the Opera, becoming an even greater box office draw for the brothers Marx, though shadowed by the tragic loss of producer Irving Thalberg during filming. Groucho Marx embodies the wonderfully fraudulent Dr. Hugo Hackenbush, while Chico orchestrates elaborate schemes like the Tootsie Fruitsy ice cream scam, and Harpo delivers visual brilliance with his chaotic piano demolition.
But that's a girls' college.
I found that out the third year. I'd have been there yet, but I went out for the swimming team.
The narrative, set against the backdrop of horse racing in the 1930s, playfully skewers societal norms, showcasing the brothers at their most inventive, despite studio insistence on musical interludes. Coming up next is The Awful Truth.
You know what rebound is? That business of trying to get over one love by bouncing into love with somebody else. It's fine, except the rebound is rarely the real thing. As a matter of fact, it's the bunk. There's the first bounce and the second bounce, and well, look at me. You wind up like an old tennis ball.
This spirited film from the 1930s presents a marriage tested by unfounded suspicions, unfolding into a playful battle of wills as Jerry and Lucy Warrener navigate divorce proceedings.
No, things are the way you think I made them. I didn't make them that way at all. Things are just the same as they always were, only you're the same as you were too, so I guess things will never be the same again.
Cary Grant expertly portrays a man wrestling with jealousy and pride, while Irene Dunne shines as a woman determined to forge her own path.
Tennis ball.
Well, I'm serious about Dan Leeson. I like him. I like him very much. I'm all through with Jerry. He doesn't mean a thing to me. I don't love him, and what's more, I probably never did. I'm sure I never loved him. Now I hate him. That surprises you, doesn't it? I hate Jerry Warner, and I like Dan Leeson very, very much, and I hope he's just crazy about me because I think he's the finest man I ever met. Now, I know, my toast is burning.
The dynamic between them, the first of 3 collaborations, is enhanced by a director known for keeping performers delightfully off balance.
You should be, because you're wrong about things being different because they're not the same. Things are different, except in a different way. You're still the same, only I've been a fool. But I'm not now.
The story centers around a custody battle, not for children, but for their beloved dog, Mr. Smith, showcasing the wonderfully absurd heart of this romantic comedy, a testament to enduring love found amidst playful chaos.
Back on my ranch, I got a little red rooster and a little brown hen. And they fight all the time, too, but every once in a while they make up again and they're right friendly.
Coming up next is the women.
Piece of motherly advice, don't confide in your girlfriends.
I think they all know.
Do they think you know? Then leave it that way. If you let them advise you, they'll see to it in the name of friendship that you lose your husband and your home.
We delve into a world born from the pen of Claire Booth Luce, a publishing titan who, after a rocky start with her first play, crafted this acidic comedy over just 3 days.
The first man that can think up a good explanation how he can be in love with his wife and another woman is going to win that prize they're always giving out in Sweden.
The narrative unfolding entirely within the orbit of female characters, a first for Broadway centers on Mary Haines, portrayed with nuance by Norma Shearer, as she navigates marital strife and the often cruel counsel of her friends.
May I suggest if you're dressing to please Stephen? Not that one. He doesn't like such obvious effects.
Joan Crawford embodies the captivating Crystal Allen, while Rosalind Russell delivers a memorable performance as the quick-witted Sylvia Fowler, amidst a dazzling ensemble portraying the complex dynamics of wealth, society, and relationships within the 1930s. A world meticulously constructed through fashion and gossip, exposing the vulnerabilities beneath a polished surface.
Darn right I can, Countess. I don't intend to sit around and act glum when I think of what I've sacrificed for Howard Fowler. Such as...
Coming up next is Holiday.
No, I've been working since I was 10. I want to find out why I'm working. The answer can't be just to pay bills and to pile up more money.
We delve into a story of contrasting worlds, where Johnny Case, portrayed with effortless charm by Cary Grant, finds himself unexpectedly engaged to Julia Seton, a member of one of the city's wealthiest families.
I hadn't any connections except for an uncle who's in the roofing business in Wilmington. It wasn't much good, though. He was inclined to get drunk. Still is.
The narrative beautifully explores the tension between freedom and obligation, a theme particularly resonant as Johnny desires to savor his youth, a concept Linda Seton, brought to life by Katharine Hepburn, wholly understands while challenging the rigid expectations of the 1930s.
If he wants to dream for a while, he can dream for a while, and if he wants to come back and sell peanuts, oh, how I'll believe in those peanuts!
This film, one of 3 collaborations between Hepburn and director George Cukor, adapted from a Philip Barry play, presents a fascinating look at class and personal fulfillment, reminding us that true wealth lies not in possessions, but in purpose. Top Hat.
Dine's the clause which you wear among your friends, the smart people, so that they ask, who is so smart as to make these smart claws?
We delve into a world of elegance, where the effortless artistry of Fred Astaire captivates as Jerry Travers, a showman whose innovative dance moves inadvertently spark a connection with Dale Tremont, beautifully portrayed by Ginger Rogers.
When a clumsy cloud from here meets a fluffy little cloud from there, he billows towards her. She scurries away, and he scuds right up to her.
Their chemistry unfolds amidst a backdrop of mistaken identities and opulent Venetian settings, while Edward Everett Horton provides comedic support as producer Horace Hardwick.
As long as you remain a spinster, you're fair game for any philandering male.
The iconic cheek-to-cheek sequence remains a definitive moment, evoking emotions that still resonate and inspire ballroom styles, like the American Smooth, offering a glimpse into a dreamlike world where artistry transcends effort.
I think I feel an attack coming on. There it is.
Oh, I see.
There's only one thing that'll stop me.
Oh, you must tell me what it is.
My nurses always put their arms around me.
Coming up next is Ninotchka.
Love is a romantic designation for a most ordinary biological, or shall we say chemical process. A lot of nonsense is talked and written about it.
We explore a delightful story of shifting perspectives as a dedicated Russian official, portrayed with captivating charm by Greta Garbo, journeys to Paris and confronts unexpected affections.
And drink 3 times. He wouldn't say that. What he would say is, Bulganov, you can't afford to live in a cheap hotel. Does the prestige of the Bolsheviks mean anything to you? Do you want to live in a hotel where you press for the hot water and cold water comes? And when you press for the cold water, nothing comes at all.
Garbo, famed for her intensely dramatic roles and a carefully constructed private life, remarkably delivers a buoyant laugh in this film, a sound that dismantles her established Garbo mystique.
How can the Bolshevik cause gain respect among the Muslims If you three representatives, Bulyanov, Ironov, and Koparski, get so drunk that they throw a carpet out of their hotel window and complain to the management that it didn't fly.
The film benefits from the sophisticated direction of Ernst Lubitsch, a master of witty storytelling who subtly navigated the boundaries of censorship, crafting a uniquely playful experience for audiences of the 1930s.
At what? At anything. At the whole ridiculous spectacle of life, at people being so serious, taking themselves pompously, exaggerating their own importance. If you can't think of anything else to laugh at, you can laugh at you and me.
Coming up next is Mr. Deeds Goes to Town.
When the servant comes in, Mr. Heller, I'm going to ask him to show you to the door. Many people don't know where it is.
We explore a film born from Clarence Boodington Kellen's serial, Opera Hat, and directed with a clear heart by Frank Capra, a storyteller known for elevating genuinely good people.
It's like I'm out in a big boat and I see one fellow in a rowboat who's tired of rowing and wants a free ride, and another fellow who's drowning. Who would you expect me to rescue, Mr. Cedar, who's just tired of rowing and wants a free ride, or those men out there who are drowning? Any 10-year-old child will give you the answer to that.
Gary Cooper embodies Longfellow Deeds, a humble tuba player from New Hampshire who unexpectedly inherits $20 million, an astounding sum during the 1930s.
About my playing the tuba. Seems like a lot of fuss has been made about that. If a man's crazy just because he plays the tuba, then somebody better look into it.
Sean Arthur portrays Babe Bennett, a journalist initially intending to exploit Deeds, but who discovers a true gentleman beneath the wealth.
He's got goodness, Mabel. Do you know what that is? Huh? No, of course you don't. We've forgotten. We're too busy being smart alecks. Too busy in a crazy competition for nothing.
The narrative thoughtfully probes the meaning of generosity and civic duty, resonating with audiences even as it quietly examines American society.
Wasting your time. He doesn't want any lawyers. He's sunk so low he doesn't want help from anybody. You can take a bow for that. A sweller guy has ever hit this town, and you crucified him for a couple of stinking headlines. You've done your bit. Now stay out of his way.
Coming up next is Trouble in Paradise.
From Geneva comes the news that the famous international crook, Gaston Monescu, robbed the peace conference yesterday. He took practically everything except the peace.
We delve into a world crafted by Ernst Lubitsch, a realm where adults conduct themselves with a polish seemingly unattainable in a lifetime, a sensation rarely captured on film.
Darling, remember, you are Gaston Monescu. You are a crook. I want you as a crook. I love you as a crook. I worship you as a crook. Steal, swindle, rob. Oh, but don't become one of those useless, good-for-nothing jiggles.
Herbert Marshall embodies Gaston Monescu, a gentleman thief navigating a complicated love life, while Miriam Hopkins shines as Lily Vautier, his partner in both crime and affection.
If I were your father, which fortunately I am not, and you made any attempt to handle your own business affairs, I would give you a good spanking. In a business way, of course.
Kay Francis portrays Mariette Calais, drawn into a dance of attraction and control, as Lubitsch explores a romantic triangle where a lasting bond faces temporary disruption and where professions dictate a certain level of distrust.
Since we have to be in each other's company this evening, we might just as well make conversation.
It is a film that offers a curious sense of realism amidst opulent visuals and elaborate settings, creating a cinematic experience that lingers in the memory.
Please. When I came here, it was for a little adventure, for a little game which you play tonight and forget tomorrow. But something's changed me, and it isn't the champagne.
Coming up next is You Can't Take It With You.
You can't take it with you, Mr. Kirby. So what good is it? As near as I can see, the only thing you can take with you is the love of your friend.
We delve into a work by George S. Kaufman and Moss Hart that, while prioritizing laughter, subtly offered a critique of societal norms within the 1930s.
When things go a little bad nowadays, you go out and get yourself an ism and you're in business.
James Stewart portrays Tony Kirby, a man whose conventional world is delightfully disrupted by the free-spirited Sycamore family, led by the wonderfully individualistic Martin Vanderhoff, as played by Lionel Barrymore.
Maybe it'd stop you trying to be so desperate about making more money than you can ever use. You can't take it with you, Mr. Kirby. So what good is it?
Jean Arthur shines as Alice Sycamore, embodying a heart that challenges the pursuit of wealth and prestige. resonating with audiences through its gentle reaffirmation of love and family, a comedic mirror reflecting core human values.
So desperate about making more money than you can ever use.
Coming up next is A Night at the Opera.
Don't you see you'll be a patron of the opera? You'll get into society. Then you can marry me and they'll kick you out of society. And all you've lost is $200,000.
We delve into a work where the anarchic energy of the Marx Brothers meets the ordered world of MGM Productions, creating a fascinating, if sometimes compromised, blend.
How we happened to come to America is a great story, but I don't tell that. When we first started out, we got no idea you give us this grand reception.
Groucho Marx commands the screen as Otis B. Driftwood, radiating a peculiar confidence, while Alan Jones embodies the hopeful Riccardo Baroni.
Because you reminded me of you.
Really?
Of course. That's why I'm sitting here with you. Because you remind me of you. Your eyes, your throat, your lips. Everything about you reminds me of you. Except you. How do you account for that?
The film's success, however, resides not just in its performances, but also in its bold contrast between chaotic comedy and grand musical numbers, a stylistic choice that some have noted creates a beautifully distinct contrast.
The party of the first part should be known in this contract as the party of the first part.
Director Sam Wood manages to frame this delightful chaos, even incorporating touches of German expressionism in key action sequences, resulting in a cinematic experience that endures as a hallmark of comedic filmmaking.
Mother was a well-known bass singer, and his father was the first man to stuff spaghetti with bicarbonate of soda, thus causing and curing indigestion at the same time.
Here at Ground Zero, we truly appreciate you joining us as we revisit these comedic gems from a bygone era, a time when laughter often provided a welcome escape. We hope you are finding this journey through cinema as delightful as we are. If the humor is resonating and you are enjoying what we are building here, a simple like, subscription, and share would mean the world to us. Now, let us get back to our list and uncover even more forgotten treasures. Coming up next is My Man Godfrey.
My purpose in coming here tonight was twofold. Firstly, I wanted to aid this young lady. Secondly, I was curious to see how a bunch of empty-headed nitwits conducted themselves.
We explore a story that resonated deeply with audiences during the 1930s, a time when economic hardship was widespread and the contrast between wealth and poverty was stark.
It's exactly like a treasure hunt. Except in a treasure hunt, you try to find something you want, and in a scavenger hunt, you try to find something that nobody wants.
William Powell embodies a quiet dignity as Godfrey, a man unexpectedly swept into the chaotic world of the Bullock family, while Carol Lombard shines as Irene, bringing a playful energy to the screen.
So Little Red Riding Hood didn't have enough feminine charm to trap a wolf her own age, so she falls in love with the butler and lives happily ever after on an ash pile, if you know what I mean.
Coming up next is the rules of the game. We find ourselves observing a gathering at a grand country estate, a setting that belies the unraveling social fabric of the 1930s, a period mirroring political unrest across Europe. Jean Renoir, also appearing before the camera as Octave, anchors a cast where Marcel Dalio portrays the charming Robert de la Chauniest, and Nora Gregor embodies Christine, his wife. While seemingly a light-hearted satire of infidelity, the film quietly critiques a wealthy French society, willfully blind to the looming shadows of escalating conflict, a keen observation arriving just before a world on the brink of change. Coming up next is The Thin Man.
I don't like crooks. And if I did like them, I wouldn't like crooks that are stool pigeons. And if I did like crooks that are stool pigeons, I still wouldn't like you.
We delve into a delightful mystery from the 1930s, where retired detectives Nick and Nora Charles find themselves entangled in a complex case involving a missing inventor and a family brimming with secrets.
I'm going to give a party and invite all the suspects.
William Powell embodies the effortlessly cool Nick, skillfully navigating a web of deceit, while Myrna Loy shines as the quick-witted Nora, a partner in both life and investigation.
All right, go ahead. Go on, see if I can.
Maureen O'Sullivan portrays a daughter caught within the intrigue, adding layers to a narrative celebrated for balancing thrilling moments with a genuine sense of humor.
You've been taking a little here and there for some time without my saying anything about it.
Coming up next is Duck Soup.
His Excellency is due to take his station, beginning his new administration. He'll make his appearance when
The clock on the wall strikes 10.
We delve into a cinematic experience that, while rooted in the slapstick tradition of the 1930s, remarkably anticipates the philosophical foundations of absurdism, a genre that would blossom after World War II.
You're a brave man. Go and break through the lines. And remember, while you're out there risking life and limb through shot and shell, we'll be in here thinking what a sucker you are.
Leo McCarey directs a whirlwind of controlled chaos as Rufus T. Firefly, portrayed by Groucho Marx, ascends to power in Fredonia and ignites a ludicrous conflict.
Get through with it.
Harpo Marx, as Pinky, utilizes visual gags that amplify the breakdown of communication, while Chico Marx's Ciccolini delivers a performance that masterfully undermines established conventions.
I wouldn't go out there unless I was in one of those big iron things, go up and down like this. What do you call those things?
Margaret Dumont as Gloria Teasdale navigates the escalating absurdity with a dignified exasperation, and Raquel Torres as Vera Markle adds to the film's escalating energy. All within a meticulously structured framework where anarchy feels strangely preordained, showcasing an astonishing level of precision amidst the comedic mayhem.
You found, you lost.
Oh, you craze. How can I be lost if I'm found?
It is a work that foreshadows absurdist themes and offers a surprisingly insightful reflection on the cyclical nature of conflict, demonstrating that even serious matters can be viewed as inherently absurd, resonating with audiences long after the final scene.
Why, a 4-year-old child could understand this report. Run out and find me a 4-year-old child. I can't make head or tail out of it.
Coming up next is Bringing Up Baby.
Let's play a game.
Oh? What?
Well, watch. I'll put my hand over my eyes, and then you go away.
Mm-hmm.
See? Then I'll count to 10, and when I take my hand down, you will be gone.
We delve into a whirlwind of comedic chaos where the meticulously ordered world of paleontologist David Huxley, portrayed with understated brilliance by Cary Grant, is delightfully upended by the spontaneous and unconventional Susan Vance, brought to life by Katharine Hepburn.
If she liked you and you knew she wouldn't like you, she wanted to live in your apartment, what would you do?
Howard Hawks masterfully subverts expectations, presenting a narrative where traditional roles are playfully reversed, labeling Grant's character as unexpectedly docile and stripping away conventional dignity. While the story playfully navigates themes of societal norms and the unpredictable nature of affection.
It isn't that I don't like you, Susan, because, after all, in moments of quiet, I'm strangely drawn toward you, but, well, there haven't been any quiet moments.
This classic utilizes madcap energy, alongside a charming leopard named Baby, to create an unforgettable experience.
3 years old, gentle as a kitten, and he likes dogs.
Coming up next is It Happened One Night.
Perhaps you're interested in how a man undresses. You know, there's a funny thing about that. Quite a study in psychology. No two men do it alike.
We delve into a story born from the 1930s, a time of economic hardship and social stratification, where Frank Capra masterfully blends romance and societal critique.
I think I'm a fool and a spoiled brat. Perhaps I am, although I don't see how I can be. People who are spoiled are accustomed to having their own way. I never have.
Clark Gable embodies Peter Warren, a reporter whose cynicism slowly gives way to genuine connection, while Claudette Colbert shines as Ellie Andrews, a wealthy woman discovering the value of simplicity beyond her inherited status.
I never did like the idea of sitting on newspapers. I did it once and all the headlines came over my white pants. On the level, it actually happened. Nobody bought a paper that day. They just followed me around over town and read the news off the seat of my pants.
This journey, modeled as an early road movie, highlights the leveling power of shared hardship, a testament to Capra's belief in the integrity of the common man and the resilience of human companionship, ultimately showcasing how barriers of class are more fragile than they appear.
You're a sucker to go through with this. That guy Warren is okay. He didn't want the reward. All he asked for was $39.60, what he spent on you.
Coming in at number 3, we have Mr. Smith Goes to Washington.
I wouldn't give you 2 cents for all your fancy rules if behind them they didn't have a little bit of plain, ordinary, everyday kindness. And a little looking out for the other fella, too.
Frank Capra masterfully balances idealism and satire in this story of Jefferson Smith, brought to life by James Stewart, as he navigates the complexities of national politics.
There's no place out there for graft, or greed, or lies, or compromise with human liberties. And if that's what the grown-ups have done with this world that was given to them, then we better get those boys' camps started fast and see what the kids can do.
Jean Arthur portrays Clarissa Saunders with a compelling energy, while Claude Rains embodies the subtly manipulative Joseph Payne.
Liberty is too precious a thing to be buried in books, Miss Saunders. Men should hold it up in front of them every single day of their lives and say, I'm free to think and to speak. My ancestors couldn't, I can. And my children will.
The narrative cleverly reflects timeless issues of political corruption, mirroring concerns relevant today as it did in the 1930s, blending moments of both humor and heartfelt drama, prompting reflection on the nation's aspirations and realities.
I know. It was a wonderful party, and your suit went over big, and she looked beautiful. And when you left, she said, "Thank you, Mr. Smith." But it was the way she said it, you nearly fell through the floor.
The film masterfully balances contrasting tones, revealing both a desired vision for the nation and its often harsh realities, leaving viewers contemplating the balance of power long after the story concludes.
I'm gonna stay right here and fight for this lost cause, even if this room gets filled with lies like these. And the tailors and all their armies come marching into this place.
Coming in at number 2, we have City Lights. We find ourselves drawn into the 1930s, witnessing a masterful blend of comedy and heartfelt drama, as Charlie Chaplin's tramp navigates a world of both indifference and surprising tenderness. Virginia Cheryl embodies a delicate vulnerability as the flower girl unaware of the lengths to which the tramp will go, believing him to be a benefactor of great wealth. The film beautifully explores how true vision extends beyond the physical realm, showcasing selfless devotion that transcends social barriers and highlighting the profound impact of unseen acts of compassion, a testament to the power of the human spirit. Before we get to our number 1 pick, we have a few films that just missed the cut but are more than worthy of an honorable mention. Our first honorable mention is Swing Time.
Don't feel bad. You still got me. Of course, I ain't a young and pretty girl. I ain't even a girl, but I'll stick. I'll never leave you.
We find ourselves captivated by a film that, while a box office success, signaled a subtle shift in the trajectory of Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers' celebrated partnership.
I'm the happiest man in the world because the wedding's off. And furthermore, if you ever come to this house again, I'll break every bone in your body.
This 6th collaboration showcased a particularly radiant elegance, frequently placed alongside Top Hat as one of their very best, and it benefited from Astaire's peak creative period within Hollywood's golden years.
I'm not consenting to your wedding, but, you know, I always admire any young man that can make money. It shows, it shows character.
The story follows a dancer known as Lucky, as he navigates a challenge set by his future father-in-law, and alongside his companion Pop, seeks financial gain in New York City.
I was just asking Penny how can I keep my mind on the music if she dresses like that?
Through the dance studio, Lucky encounters Penny, and their developing partnership and blossoming romance become intricately linked to his gambling habits, and a bandleader's affections for Penny herself.
One could teach you to dance in a million years. Take my advice and save your money.
The film elegantly demonstrates how Rogers brought a certain vibrancy to Astaire's refined style, creating a dynamic that resonated deeply with audiences.
So I often talk to myself, you see, I'm my own grandmother and I have to keep the old girl interested.
Our second noteworthy mention is Monkey Business.
Mr. Captain, I'm going to have a few words with him. My hot water's been cold for 3 days, and I haven't got room enough in here to swing a cat. In fact, I haven't even got a cat.
We find this film particularly noteworthy as it represents a pivotal moment for the Marx Brothers, being their first to originate from a completely new screenplay, moving beyond their established stage routines.
Do you think that girls think less of a boy if he lets himself be kissed? I mean, don't you think that although girls go out with boys like me, they always marry the other kind?
While seemingly simple, 4 stowaways causing chaos on an ocean liner, the narrative quickly spirals into a delightfully absurd entanglement with onboard gangsters, and a kidnapping plot unfolds upon arrival in America.
Just remember, my little cabbage, that if there weren't any closets, there wouldn't be any hooks. And if there weren't any hooks, there wouldn't be any fish. And that would suit me fine.
The production itself was marked by unusual circumstances, including a proposed sequel abandoned after a tragic, real-life event involving the producer's family.
22 years. 22 years, eh? If you were a man, you'd go in business for yourself. I know a fella started only last year with just a canoe. Now he's got more women than he could shake a stick at, if that's your idea of a good time.
Moreover, the film attracted scrutiny from censors due to Groucho's playfully suggestive dialogue and faced a ban in Ireland, revealing a boldness that pushed boundaries for the time, and even features a cameo from the brothers' father, Sam Marks.
Your father and Columbus were partners? You bet. Columbus has been dead 400 years.
Well, they told me it was my father.
Adding a personal note, the appearance of the brothers' father, Sam Marks, provides a delightful, if brief, connection to their family history, grounding the manic energy with a touch of warmth.
For a settlement. You take the children, your husband takes the house. Junior burns down the house, you take the insurance, and I take you.
Our third honorable mention is The Golden Age. We find this work strikingly bold, a provocative exploration of societal norms presented with surreal imagery and a rebellious spirit. The film opens with a stark, almost clinical, sequence documenting scorpions, immediately establishing a tone of unsettling observation before plunging into a fragmented narrative. It details the struggles of a couple attempting connection, repeatedly disrupted by the constricting expectations of the established order. Buñuel and Dali crafted a film that deliberately challenges conventional storytelling, blending fantasy and reality, and using visual metaphors like a bandage that mysteriously appears and vanishes to subtly comment on repression and desire. Though among the earliest sound films from France, it largely relies on intertitles, mirroring the silent film tradition while simultaneously pushing boundaries of cinematic expression and generating considerable controversy upon its initial viewing. We have journeyed through a landscape of dazzling sophistication, screwball energy, and heartfelt social commentary. Celebrating films like City Lights, Bringing Up Baby, and The Rules of the Game. From the biting satire of Duck Soup to the hopeful spirit of Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, these comedies offered a vital escape, a flicker of joy against a backdrop of global hardship and uncertainty. The laughter resonated then, and still does today. But only one film truly embodies the spirit of an era defined by both desperation and dreams. And now, the moment we have all been waiting for. Coming in at number 1, we have Modern Times. Charlie Chaplin delivers a breathtaking achievement, a silent film that speaks volumes about the anxieties of the 1930s and the relentless march of industrialization. Chaplin, as the tramp, portrays a man struggling against a system that views individuals as mere cogs, a point underscored by the film's opening juxtaposition of people and sheep. Paulette Goddard shines as the gamin, mirroring the tramp's resilience in the face of adversity. We observe Chaplin subtly critique the era's obsession with efficiency, brilliantly symbolized by the ill-fated feeding machine, a testament to progress prioritizing speed over human dignity, and reminding us that even in chaos, the spirit endures. We have journeyed through a delightful collection of 20 comedies from the 1930s, showcasing the brilliance of performers like the Marx Brothers and Laurel and Hardy, and witnessing the emergence of screwball comedy that continues to inspire us. It was a period of genuine innovation, offering much-needed levity during challenging times, and we truly hope you enjoyed revisiting these cinematic gems with us. Now, we want to hear from you. Did we capture your personal favorites, or did we overlook a comedy that holds a special place in your heart? More importantly, what specific list should we delve into next here at Ground Zero? Let us know in the comments, and please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more explorations into film history.